In this session, we are going to study about type conversion. What type conversion? It's a data in the Python. In all the programming language, this kind of utilities are available. But in Python, how exactly it works? Let us understand from the scratch in a simple knowledge. The type conversion is nothing but a data type conversion. Why it is required? We don't know exactly the reason where we need to use this feature, but it is required. It can be used subjective to condition based on the programming scenario or logic. This is nothing but a data type conversion and same as data type casting. It is also called as data type casting. It means it converts the data type into whatever you want. That's the simple knowledge information. It converts the data type. You know the data types are integer, float, string, complex numbers, and tuples, list, set, dictionary. Okay, you want to convert any of these to whatever you want. For example, int to string, string to int. Let's see how exactly it's going to work. That's the one I have explained here. This is the process of converting. This is the process of converting different data types, values. It's a values to single data type which you want. That is called type conversion or type casting. I'll repeat once again. It is the process of converting different data types values to single data type value. That is called type conversion or data type conversion or type casting. So let's see, there are two type of data type casting. One, these are the totally two. Okay, and those are, one is implicit and another one is explicit. What exactly meaning of this? Let's understand. Python executes the program by its own inbuilt interpreter mechanism. Python interprets. Okay, Python interpreter, what you say, interpreter will read the code one by one, and whatever you have called method, whatever you called the function, whatever you called the variables, it will read that and it will interpret automatically. Okay, why I'm telling this interpreter? Because this is the very important point here. What exactly interpreter does? I told in the type casting we have two methods. One is implicit and explicit type conversion. Implicit, what exactly it does? It does not require any external knowledge. It will automatically think and perform conversion. Repeat once again. Python interpreter automatically thinks, perform conversion. It automatically converts, does not require any conversion tool, conversion function to convert the data type. It automatically calculates. Let's take into the example one by one. Before that, I'll explain explicit as well. Explicit, what exactly it does? Interpreter is not wise enough, is not that much capable. Okay, interpreter is of Python is not good enough to convert certain data types to whatever you want. It does not have a mindset, but there is a programs, there is a functions are written to convert. You have to tell to interpreter, hey, read this, perform the action. So in that case, we will use predefined function to convert first, then perform the rest of the operation. So when we use manually write a separate logic to convert certain data types, then perform the rest of the operations. That is the whatever we write manually separate logic to conversion, that is nothing but explicit. In the implicit, we are not writing any logic. It takes automatically taken care. That is the meaning. I'll go to the example once again. See, this is an example. This is implicit conversion example. The program is written here. I'm going to go to the programming window and also show you the same program. I'll show you here first body of the program. Here number of integer equals to 10. Agree? This is the 10 is the integer. That's what I put it in a comment. This is integer in data type. Okay, agree? Number underscore float, just for a more clarity purpose, I have put a variable in the proper English format. Number underscore float is equal to 15.5. This is a float number. This is the float in data types. Addition of two numbers, these above two numbers, equals to assigning property, assigning operator, number underscore integer, first number, and number underscore float. I'm adding these two. Just think it here. I'm adding these two. Printing the answer, addition of these two, I'm getting the answer 25.5, because if I add these two, I get the 20.5. Here Python interpreter will think itself, it is a good enough knowledge, saying that this is a number and this is also number, both I can add, not an issue. It will think, interpreter will think like that, and there is no conversion required here. And here integer text, here float text, perform addition operation or whatever you give in the operation, subtraction, it might be division, whatever. It gives the answer to this variable, and I'm calling this variable, and the result is 25.5. There is no separate logic to conversion. Understand here? This is implicit. Let me go to the explicit example. This is explicit example. I'm changing here, slight change, number in string, putting inverted comma 456. You see the green color, anything green color on, this is the PyCharm platform window, and you see the 456 is the word. Okay, and let me add these two, number underscore integer, number in string. Okay, string word plus number. Do you think it is the right process to add? No, it does not. But there is a way we can do it in the Python. See here, it converts the word into numbering system. It converts the word into a numbering system. You see here the answer, there is a typo error, unsupported operand. These are the operands, these are called operand. This is a technical word I'm telling about here. It's a very, very important. What do you mean by operand? This is a technical word in the programming language, any programming language. Operand means these are the two operands, and this is called operator. This is called operator, and this is called operand. Okay, types. Okay, unsupported operand types. For addition, it is telling that it is an integer and another is string, which is not supported. That's what interpreter throws an error, because interpreter thinks both are number, but it is a word. It thinks it's whatever it is thinking, right? It is an integer and a string. Let's go to the next, taking the same example. What I'm going to do here, I'm putting a separate logic here. I'm putting separate logic to convert word to integer. What I'm telling, I'm taking the same variable, I'm assigning using the function integer bracket. I'm calling the same, calling the same word, same variable. What exactly it does, it converts the word, this integer converts word into number and put into this variable. Then rest remaining same. So you see, addition of two numbers, integer numbers and string, remains same as the previous program what I shown you. And you see the answer it gives. I'm printing here, answer equals to addition of those two, and answer is 466, because 4 5 6 10 addition 466. This is explicit. Let me go to the programming window. You see here, this is the implicit. I'm going to execute it. 10 and 15.5, and this is integer and the float, I'm addition, and the result here is same 25.5. okay, I'm disabling here. I'm going to the next program here, and this is the logic I written, but I'll disable this logic and I'll enable the print statement. You see, let me execute it. You see the result here now, unsupported operand types for positive, that's the addition, that is equals to, that means integer and string, which is not. If I take out this, I'm entering helping, I'm here, what I'm telling, helping Python interpreter, I'm repeating here, helping Python interpreter that now word format is converted to digits. This is the 4 5 6 is the word, English word converted into digit. So now you can proceed for the calculation. This is very, very important. This line is the logic we are putting manually. Of course, there is a function available. We are using the same function and putting in the proper format to convert. This is explicit part. This is called explicit part. And we are converting, and this is the answer what we get. Once we run it, we get the answer 466. This is called a type casting. This is explicit, and this is called conversion of data. You see here the string to number converted, right? And you see here top, this is also number, but this is a float and this is an integer. Integer float conversion, automatically it will calculate internally. That is written in the library, in the interpreter, in the Python library, and interpreter immediately detects that and utilizes that feature and implements it. That's a part of the implicit. But word to conversion to number is not written in the library, because it is a subjective basis. All words cannot be number. So that's the reason, if it's a human brain will think only which is word, which is not word in the English. Okay, so that's the reason we are using explicit. Explicit means forcing the interpreter to read a specific logic and come back and do the perform operation. So that's it all about this topic. Hope you understand. If you feel any something different, put it in the comment. I'll try to answer for that. Request you to subscribe, like, comment. Let's see in the next topic. Thank you very much.